Okay, Ryan, well, let's start with that then. That will be quite an achievement, won't it?
Yeah, I think for anyone to make that many appearances for one club nowadays, it's very rare. So it's going to be one that's obviously I'm looking to continue to play a lot more games, but yeah, to catch them, it's going to be a good one, yeah.
And when you first signed on the dotted line here, did you think that you'd be still here 234 games later?
No, to be honest, it was just a 6-month loan initially, and then even the season after it was another season-long loan, which then turned into a permanent in the January. So, in honesty, then I would not think that. But no, it's been a good ride so far. It's been a bit bumpy this season, but hopefully we can start getting better again.
Because being a professional footballer can almost be quite nomadic, can't it? Really, what is it about Plymouth and Argyle that has allowed you to put down roots here? Really,
I think from the first 6 months that I came, it felt like home. I hit the ground running quite well that year, and then obviously the years since I've continued to do well. So it's just a place that I feel at home. Obviously we had a kid here, he's in school now. We've been here. He's 4 years old now and he started school. So it's just a place we've really settled at, and yeah, we're enjoying it.
You've got a new gaffer now. How have you found life under Miron?
Yeah, very good. It's obviously a big change. It's hard work and demanding, but it's one that it's obviously what I pride myself on is hard work and pressing from the front and things like that. So no, it's going to be good.
I think we all saw the motivational speech that he gave you guys. Have you been running through brick walls over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, I like to pride myself on running and pressing and working hard. So that's never going to change. But as you say, you get that little extra buzz when somebody can speak like that.
How good has it been to be fit and back in the team over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, over December I had a bit of a rough patch. Obviously doing my knee, came back and did my groin, and then did my shoulder. So I think I'm glad to get it all over with now, and I'm getting back to full fitness again. And
we thought you were on the score sheet at Sunderland. No way you can claim it at the end of the day, though.
There's one camera, I don't know why it was there, that showed that it was going the wrong way, but it's still not when I went in if I never made the action and then got involved. So I have thought about leaving it go for a corner and working for there, but I'm glad I went and got it. So it's still important. It was a big part in the goal, so it's one that it puts us in a good stead for the game.
What do you make of the position that Argyle find themselves in at the moment?
Yeah, it's difficult, extremely difficult. There's no getting away from where we are, but we've got to look at a positive light. As soon as we start winning games, the teams are still not that far away from us. We've no left ourselves go adrift too far. I know there's 4 points to the next team, but 2 wins and then we're getting right back in amongst it again. We're never a team that would down tools and say that we're out it. We'll fight till the very end, and that's what the club's built on, to be honest.
And, well, I mean, you know how hard it was to get out of League One, don't you? So, I mean, you're not going to give up your championship status cheaply.
No, and last year just epitomises that. We did everything we could. It went to the last day of the season. It might well do that again. So, as I said, it's a fight that we're ready for, and we're kind of looking forward to doing that.
What are you expecting from West Bromwich Albion this weekend?
Haven't played them for 2 or 3 or 4 times. They're a good, solid team. Always they like to play in the opponent's half. They've got good players, but we're mostly focusing on ourselves and how we can hurt them. Even out of possession, it's where we can win the ball back and then transition to attack. So we're just mostly focusing on us.
Best luck. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Hello, Ryan. As you touched upon, you've had some great times at the football club, haven't you? In the six years, getting on towards 6 years.
Yeah, getting on 6 years.
But how tough has this season been? I mean, it must have been really difficult. Can you tell us what it's been like?
Yeah, it has. Obviously, I obviously like to add in some goals, and I've done that for the years that I've been here. But this year it's been difficult. I've only got 2 this season, so obviously I know myself it's not good enough. But as I say, I like to pride myself on my running, my work rate, and always give the team an out ball if they're ever struggling. I'll chase every ball that goes in the channel, and try and get the team up the pitch. But personally, it's been tough, and I know that it's not where the club wants to be, and it's been here so long. I know exactly how everyone feels. I have the feelings myself. The supporters are still supporting us unbearably. It's a credit to them, and a credit to the football club that they've got the fan base like this. I think they epitomise what the city's about, what the area's about. It's brilliant. So it is, and that's why I like being a part of the football club.
You say that you've got the 2 goals this season. I've seen the games, and I don't think you've had many chances.
No, definitely.
I really don't. I mean, does it feel like it to you, and why do you think that's the case? Because I don't think you're missing chances, I just don't think you're getting any.
Yeah, no, I've had that argument with people in the changing room, coaches, whatever. I says I would rather miss a couple of chances than not get any. So I think Saturday was the header. It's a big chance for me, and I was disappointed in that. But it's the first chance that I've missed in months, to be honest. I've not had any that stick in my mind anyway. But no, it's one that's obviously very frustrating for me, but I just want to be played in on goal and get them chances again.
What's your motivation for the rest of the season?
Motivation is just stay in the league. As I said, we did it last year. It's one that we're all in it together. There's only us that can dig ourselves out of the situation that we've got ourselves in. But as I keep saying, we're not too far away. We're a couple of wins away for getting right back in amongst it. And I know when we get in there, we've got the nitty gritty to get through it.
Thanks for your time. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Ryan, just talk to me a little bit about the difference between Wayne and Miron and tactics, and has he changed much since he's come in?
I think he's changed the way that he wants to press, the way that we want to play. It's not so much different. They both want to play attacking football. We both wanted to get the ball in the final third and get crosses in, get shots away. Maybe just the tempo of our press. It's when one person goes, the team goes. I think you'll see the areas that we take up on the pitch. The defenders are only 20-30 yards away from the striker. And in terms of that, they're way above the halfway line. It's about suffocating teams in a certain area. When they go there, it's triggers. And I think that's the most important change that I've seen.
You talk about the Green Army, and Miron said he wanted to see a reaction. You saw that a little bit at Sunderland. The lasting memory of the last game here is Burnley, and that was pretty brutal from the fans that night to you as players and the coaches. Are you going to use that as motivation going into this weekend?
Yeah, we've got to. That feeling coming off the pitch, it's one of the worst that I've had, to be honest. It's embarrassing for us. It's embarrassing for the fans that come and watch, and it's embarrassing just for the club as a whole. It's not a feeling that we ever want to experience again, getting beat like that at home. It was a difficult one, but we've had Saturday, we reacted against Sunderland, and now the best chance to do it is on Saturday again. And
in the back of your mind, there's a big FA Cup game against one of the best in the country. What are you thinking ahead of that?
To be honest, I didn't even realise it was next weekend. We're fully focused on the West Brom game. It's about getting ourselves out of the situation that we're in. Obviously, next week when it comes, we'll enjoy it when it comes, but we're not thinking about that at all at the minute.
Miron, you joked with us last week that you'd had more games and training sessions. I presume that's flipped around a little bit this week. How good has it been to have a full week to work with the lads?
Very good, to be fair, because we just have the possibility to work on our style of play, to get know each other, to understand how we want to progress in the future, how we want to play, how we want to develop. And that week was just purely needed. So we used, I think, every single day on the pitch. We used every single day also inside this room in terms of analysis. We started also with a new schedule for the players in terms of arriving, breakfast, pre-activation meetings, after prep. So small steps, but important steps to make us just competitive. So I'm very happy with the week so far. I'm very pleased also with the performance of the lads. So the players are pushing, and I like this a lot.
Yeah, it was a great result and great performance at Sunderland. Was that a little taste of the Green Army to what they can expect from Argyle going forward under you?
100%. That structure and organisation filled with passion, filled with desire, filled with intensity, just the willingness and the readiness to do it together and to give it all. And that's the only way we can be competitive. And that's the only way we want also to be. And this was, like I said after the game, a step forward for us. And now it's just up to us to build on that. That's a momentum we take. That's a momentum we also needed for our confidence, especially after Burnley. And now it's just also staying on this and taking also the next steps, because it's not only about the momentum, we need points. But if we can manage to, for the next weeks and months, to show that performance, to show that structure, we will be also competitive, and then we have a chance to grab all the points we need.
Yeah, you touched on the fact you need points. Does that put extra pressure on you? The fact you really do have to go into these games looking for the 3 points. A point really won't do that well for you going forward.
No, not at all, because I don't think the situation will change also the week after. We have to go almost for every game to collect points. It's just the situation we are in, and that's also a situation we have to deal, and that's not a situation we should be afraid of, because we can't change this. But what we can change is our behaviors, our approach, our mindset. Not being afraid of the situation. We can actually change the situation with our behaviors, with our attitude, and then moving game by game and moving slowly. And we are moving slowly, but we are moving, as I said, those already after the game. So the pressure is there, no doubt. The pressure will remain, and that's part of our game.
West Bromwich Albion on Saturday. They've also got a pretty new manager as well. What are you expecting from them? Yeah,
I saw them pretty impressive, to be fair, against Portsmouth. Super offensive minded. Very, very people and players, especially offensive players, with a lot of freedom, so people can be everywhere. A lot of rotations, preparing the ball, very patient in possession. Somehow dragging also opponent players out of position and aim to attack them. Very strong in one-on-ones. So weapons and strength all over the pitch, but we also saw some things we can actually turn into our advantage. And it's another, after Sunderland, another top team, another top 6 team we have to face. And I think if we can manage to have the same structure and organization like Sunderland, also there are possibilities for us to hurt and to attack West Bromwich, and that's the plan. Injury-wise, how are you looking? Full squad so far. We had a little bit of some players a little bit flu, a little bit coughing. I think normal just for the time. It was very, very stormy the last couple of days over here. We also had the flight, so you know how it is when you're together in the plane. Things can come quickly and go quickly around. But so far, not one player is out of the selection. So I have a full squad available. January window closes very shortly. Any signs of new players? Are you hopeful of having anybody in for Saturday? Yes, I think we are very, very close. I think some names are already outside, some rumors are already outside. We are very, very close. I think the plan is already to have some players arriving tonight. Hopefully everything can be done so we could have them also in the session tomorrow. So we are very close. It's a hectic transfer window, not only for us, for everyone involved. It's a little bit of madness in January. But like I also said before, for me it was never about just getting players. It was about getting the right players for Argyle, who realize the situation we are in and still be ready to face this big challenge. And I think we're on a very, very good way, and we're getting closer. Is there anything you could tell us under embargo, as it were? So in other words, we won't run it until we get permission from the club? Let's see. We have to be patient. Things are moving, and I think very soon we can also confirm something officially. Any players on the way out of the club? Is anybody leaving? No, not now, and also nothing to mention right now. So there are some plans for the players, but it's not now the moment to speak about this. Because a couple of the loanees, Michael Obafemi and Ibrahim Sissoko, haven't really featured under you. Are you looking to keep them beyond January? No, look, it's January. In January it's always busy, and these are also, I think, nice profiles for other teams and for other clubs, and so let's see what happens over there. I was very, very pleased with the week of Obafemi. He showed a very, very good attitude, a very good spirit. He wants to be here, he wants to play here, and you can always impress me with this big heart and big attitude. So I'm very, very relaxed in terms of those names. Thank you, Miron. Good luck. Thank you.
Hello, Miron. Can I mention a couple of names that you have been linked with then? Maxim Talaverov, Ukrainian international defender. There were reports that a deal had been agreed. Do you expect him to come to this football club?
I think it's a you pronounced the name actually correct. So
I tried.
Well done. I will
Can
struggle.
I spell it though? That's the problem.
No, don't do it. I will struggle. I think he's a nice player. He's a nice profile. and that's a profile and a kind of player we also like, and I also like. So let's see, things are moving, and hopefully very soon we will have some confirmations on that.
So he is a possible signing.
Could be. Let's see. Give us a little bit. Give us a couple of hours, and I like his profile. Yeah.
There's another one that I'm not going to get the pronunciation right.
Yeah, why not?
But Adrian Zelikovic, who I believe you might know because of agents and things like that.
Again,
you've been linked with him. Is he going to come to this football club?
Pronunciation was correct. Okay. I will also struggle with this name. Like I said, rumors and names are part of the January madness, and I think very soon we're going to have something also to deliver for you guys, so you can actually type it down correctly.
By what you answered to Alan, it's going to be more than one signing coming in maybe tonight. Are you looking at 2, 3?
Maybe. Let's see. The window is still open for a couple of days, so we are not having these discussions for the next 3 weeks, and I'm very, very grateful, and I'm very grateful for this, and I'm very grateful for this. So, work in progress. We are on a good way, and I think very soon we can also present some names.
The fans are clearly frustrated that there haven't been any signings, particularly since you came to the football club.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that you want to bring signings to the football club, don't you? How difficult has the last couple of weeks been in trying to bring players to Argyle?
Part of our job, and I'm not frustrated at all, because again, I want to sign the right players. I want to sign the right players, and I want to be sure that these are the right players who can pick up this challenge, who have just the heart to compete, the heart to face this, the heart to give it all. And it takes then a little bit of time, and I'm rather spending and investing, we all together, a couple of days more to make sure we have the right players, and just signing maybe last week just 3 names to be satisfied. I know the time is, in January in this window against all us, and we need players soon, no doubt, but it's always about the right players, and I think we are on a good way to sign the right ones.
How many players would you like to bring in?
No, it's not about that. It's clear that we have to reinforce this squad in some positions. Remember, just a couple of days ago, we had two centre backs available. So I'm very happy with the squad, and I'm also very happy with the potential targets we have and we might bring in. And give us a couple of days, and you will find out.
You said Michael Obafemi had trained well this week. Is Ibrahim Sissoko training with you? Is he available for the squad on Saturday?
Let's see. I cannot confirm this.
Okay. Talking about injuries, you mentioned that Julio Pleguezuelo came off with a knee problem at Sunderland. Is he okay?
He received a hit already, actually, against QPR, then against Burnley at the same spot. So he managed to play, I think, 85 minutes, then got subbed off, missed the last 2 training sessions, but he did the most important session of the week, the matchday -3 session. We got green light from medical department. Julio is ready to play, and I will put him on the pitch again.
What about Cornel Such?
I think also the time is there for us. I think he's maybe 7-10 days maximum away from being selectable. So again, another strong profile, another strong character returning back to support us. I'm very much looking forward to see also Cornel, because I think, he's a good one and he fits to us.
So he's not going to be fit for Saturday?
No, that's not the plan, and I hope then, especially after the Liverpool game, then that he's selectable and ready to compete.
Argyle had a left-sided player, Saxon Early, who was on loan at Lincoln, and he's come back, and I've seen that he's been training with you. Does he feature in your first team thoughts at all?
Let's see. There's still some couple of days, so I cannot confirm. I cannot also confirm names or leave out names. That's not the right moment for this. Let's see on him.
Have you got your new backroom staff in place and working? How's that going?
Yeah, I think pretty good. The first days of Adin have been a shocker. Storm warnings here, storm warnings in Newcastle, storm warnings in Sunderland, returning back, rain every single day. So I said to the lads also, if Adin can survive the first 24 hours of Argyle, he's ready for everything. And he did, actually. So a big benefit for all of us. Adin and Eddie, just very good coaches, and very connected and very tied also to the lads. And that's why we also started this week, because we are the first time also complete as a staff together with Nance and with Flavs to change patterns, to change behaviors, to adapt already, schedules. And these are small steps, but in the end, it's providing the players the best possible support so they can perform actually on match days. So we are complete over there, and I'm very happy about that.
You talked to us last week about Eddie. Adin has an interesting background, having been in MLS with Houston. Mm-hmm. Could you tell us a little bit about your relationship with him, how you've got to work together, and what you think he will help bring to the club as assistant head coach?
For sure. He texted me 1.5 years ago, because he did a lot of analysis also online, and so he's a famous coach for coaches. So I think he even has around 35,000 followers on Twitter and X, but not fans, actually coaches. So actually coaches and colleagues. So he's tactical very, very good. And he completes just this stuff perfectly. Because like I told you a couple of weeks ago, I love to work with good coaches, with strong personalities, but above all with coaches specialized in things, and in some things also better than I am, because I cannot be good or very good or excellent in all kind of phases. It's just impossible. That's why I want to have people around me with expertise, with strength, with knowledge, and Adin just fits perfectly to this. He will help us in all phases of the game, because the thing is, Adin is very good theoretically and can prepare a lot of things, but he can also implement it on the pitch. And that's together in the combination with Eddie, together with the combination with Nance. I think we also like each other. We like to work with each other. And that's always a good start, and always a good and a strong fundament. So we have a very, very good stuff, and the lads will take benefit out of it.
Thank you for your time, Miron.
Thank you.
Just a couple from me, Miron. You were sold the dream of coming to Argyle by Simon and Andrew and other key people at the club. How difficult is it for you to sell that same dream to a player, especially an English player? Because it's been an age-old problem for guys coming to Argyle. How do you go about selling them?
I'm a good salesman. And if you have to sell the players this story, and if you have to sell these players the potential over here, and the potential agreement, then something is wrong. Because the player should always have the desire first to join. So you can, of course, on the one side provide him a sportive perspective, and this is what we try to do. But this is also the situation we are in. And you have a lot of players, they see the situation and say, no, I'm not really interested what you guys want to do. This is the ranking, this is the table, and I don't want to participate. So then I know, and I don't waste time on selling something else. That's why I need players, and that's why we need players, just to be ready, not to sell them something, just to be ready to pick up this fight, to pick up this challenge. And by the way, it's a fantastic club. So if you take a little bit of time to invest and find out a little bit more about Argyle, you will find out this is just a fantastic club. It's a fantastic and a beautiful city. I'm here for 2.5 weeks, and I spent over 3.5 years in Bruges, and I consider Bruges as one of the most beautiful cities in Western Europe. So when you live in Bruges, you have high standards. Moving out from Bruges, you say, okay, where should I go? But arriving here and see how beautiful this is. So this is also an important part. And now I know geographically, it seems like a disadvantage. We are southwest, and we are nowhere somewhere, far away from everything. But that can never be the reason for a professional football player to decide to sign for a club, because it's far away, because it's the city is maybe not beautiful, or the city is not there. We sign players to perform. And that's the most important thing. And there is nothing to sell. There's nothing to sell. And maybe that's why it took us a little bit longer to find those are the right profiles. But in the end, they will fit and they will be ready.
You said after the Burnley game you wanted to see a reaction. What did you see from your boys at Sunderland at the weekend that really impressed you? And what can the foundations be from that moving forward?
Yeah, I said already in the halftime, because I saw them after the halftime whistle, 7-8 players running inside the locker room. So I saw this. So I was aware it's a difficult moment for us. We are human beings. It's not easy getting outside again, and 20,000 people are waiting to give you what you deserve on this day. So it takes a big reaction. It takes a big heart to go outside again. I said it also, we will not change the result, lads, but it can be a step forward if we have the courage to get outside and face this reality. We're 5-0 down. Then maybe it's a step forward for the future. And actually, just a couple of days later, it's nothing easy going to Sunderland and play over there. The most difficult team to play against, especially in Sunderland. And that was the reaction we needed. Because I said also after the game, we need a radical change inside the locker room. It's not always connected to names and players. It's also connected to change of mentality, the change of attitude, the change of working ethic. If you can change this, you don't have to change 15 players. You can also change the mindset, and the task of the coach is to change behaviors. That's my task. And we could change this for the last couple of days. And suddenly you see a team competitive, a team hard to play, like Sunderland. And that's everything I want.
As you alluded to there, and Ryan said a moment ago, it was embarrassing, the Burnley game. What will you say to the fans? What can they expect to see this weekend that's different from that last home game? Because that's the abiding memory up there at the moment.
Yeah, that we will go outside Saturday afternoon to give it all. To give it all from the first whistle until the last. To sacrifice everything, to empty the tank. If we can do this, we have all the chances to win this game. And this is exactly the spirit and the plan we have for Saturday afternoon.